Someone told me I was longing. Oh, it's rolling. Are we on? Okay. Hello, everybody. So, welcome to our part 2 of how saxophone players think about solos. And if you didn't get the part 1, all you got to do in the description right here, there's a pathway to get onto these classes. You can sign up. It's free. And this is the project Radio Terra, and it's a project that was created by Banate Hakia. And don't forget to ring the bell so you'll know how to get on, sign up, and it's real easy to get in. All you have to do is tell us where to send you the link. It's all from our website, because there's the materials like for today. Go to the B-flat major pentatonic, Gabriel. So this is like we have all these diagrams and stuff. And go to the cage thing. And so you want to move the key. So this is like in the key of B-flat. See this? That's 1. But we can go down here. Cage E. So that's the E, that E form, and there's the root. So I'm just giving you examples of the materials we use, and you can get these all just by signing up, and it's free, okay? Because we're a nonprofit, and so we don't do this to get money, but we do it because if a lot more people out there playing music and things are there's more people happy in the world, chances are we'll have more places to play. It'll be a lot better for us because our project is sponsored by our band, Banda Te Hakia. It's kind of like Banda Te Rakia, but Te Hakia, it's because Banda is like, our headquarters are in Brazil, but we're from the U.S. So what we were doing, this particular lesson is kind of how the saxophone players think. And when you sign up for this, there's like 3 years of lessons and they're all on this site. It's our site, so it's not like a virus. It's safe to log in there. You can have access to the charts, all kinds of tabs. And what the cool thing is, like if you have a question about anything, I'm here right now. Okay, so if you have a question, just put it right out there, and our tech Gabriel will, say, hey man, they just asked you a question, and so I'll answer it. But so what we're doing, we're working on this Sam Cooke song, and we're analyzing it in the way of a saxophone player would analyze it. So, and how would he analyze it? Well, most saxophone players I know with, and the ones they're my favorite ones, the secret is they learn by listening to blues and jazz singers like Ella Fitzgerald, Ray Charles. So we're taking this song by Sam Cooke, and it's just a change is going to come. Now, it's too high for me to sing, but I can sing it at least enough we can learn. So I will put aside my timidness of how high this is for me. But it's like, so it goes. I was born by the river. So I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time change gonna come. So what's happening here? So here we are, the pentatonic. Let's go to the major pentatonic. So, and what's cool is that guitar players are always going, when do I use the major? When do I use the minor? And do I? And it's like, you know, so go to the B flat major pentatonic, Gabriel. So you got your little, that's one. See that on the up here on the E string? You got that. You're on the 6th fret. That's B flat. So that's one. Or you got it down in the 6th fret. That's also one. So basically, now this is the major pentatonic, and so we got this. You know, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the pentatonic, they don't use all of them. In our first class of this trimester, we did a song. We did "My Girl," just to kind of stick the pentatonic in your head and just learn some stuff. But basically, penta means 5. So 5 of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 notes are the pentatonic major. And then there's 5 for the minor. Well, let's do the major one first. So remember that song by The Temptation? It goes, I got sunshine on a cloudy. So it's 1. So A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. So that's the sound of the major pentatonic. So you don't have to ever forget it. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. Now we go up to this. Now we got the cage thing. Let's go to the cage thing, Gabe. So here we are, our cage. So you got all these diagrams. So there's a cage E. So this E form. Okay, so if we did it down here, here's our 1. So it's real important when you're working with these caged, you kind of know what the notes are. And the thing is, don't just really relax and you just got to know the simple notes of these chords. Like here's the 1, and there's another 1 right here, the 2nd fret, 4th string, and then the other one's here. That's 50% of the notes of this chord. Then you got this one at the top. That's the 3rd. So you just lower that, and you got the minor 3rd. And so and then you lift this up, this E up, now the flat 7th. And you got the minor 7th chord. So you take this whole chord up here, F, that's an F, and now we're in B flat. Okay, so let's go back to the B flat major pentatonic. So I was born by the river. Now one of the things we're learning in the song, it's got a B in a little ting. Then he goes to the 2nd chord. So also something we talked about. There's 8 notes and there's 8 chords. Every note has a chord associated with it. So what we got here, what we have, oh, there, it's messing up again. Anyway, what we have, so the 1st chord, so I'm just going to give you a really quick review of the chords you go up. So it's like 1. I'm going up the chords. I'm going to 1 chord is major, 2 minor, 3, 4, 5, 6, or you can go 1, a 1, 8, or 1, 6. So if you've heard that Prince song, Purple Rain, or even just like, well, you done me no. So it's like 1, 6, 5, 4. So it's like 1, and then 5. Then you go up to the 6, 5. Then we're going to 4. 1. Okay, so that you can do that in any key. Now I'm going to go to G. 1. You done and the 1 4, which be no, it's 5. 6. Oh. No. 6. 4. Now I'm going to go to the A. 1, 5. 6, 4, okay. Now this particular song we're working on, we're in B flat, and it just goes 1. I was born by the river in a little tent. It goes to 2. Just like the river, I've been running ever since. So that's just to give you a little bit of an idea of what the harmony, basic harmony is. But the most important thing here is, what's the saxophone player do? So here's the melody that I sang. I was born. So what am I doing? So you got this. So I got this 5. So here we are in the pentatonic, and there's your 1, and there's the 5. So I was. So you got to kind of use your ears, but here we are. We'll get you started. A lot of the blues stuff is this is a really common lick. 5, 6. See the 5 and the 6 there, and there's the 1. I was. But one of the things people ask me, when do I use the major pentatonic and the minor? It's like majors. That's a major. Minor is this. And then, you got John Mayer's got a really cool thing. He talks about the pentatonic equator, but we're not worrying about that so much. This is a really cool way. First of all, you're going to learn a really cool way to express yourself, like the saxophone players, but here we go. We're going back onto this. Now, check this out. The riff is, I was born. So it's, and then born. So there's that. That's what sounds cool. Oh. So what I did, so I went to the 6, and then I got to get born. I was born. But in the blues thing, in the saxophone player way, it's, I was born. And singers learn this whole thing. They learn how to cut their notes up. So it's, I was born. You ever see these guys sing when they go, I was born by the river, by the river in a little tent. So I don't know, they just do that. But anyway, so here's the cool thing. We got to get to this. See that little red dot up there, the 11th fret? It's red. That's an 8 or a 1 or a T, maybe it says tonic. I don't know. So it's 5, 6, and we got to get up to here. But it slides up. This is where you switch to the minor pentatonic, because we're in the major. See, there it is. And then go to the minor pentatonic, Gabe. Just keep your eyes open. It's going to look a little different, but you got that ball right there. So you got the 5. You don't see a 6 because there's no 6 note in the minor pentatonic. But look at that one there, that flat 7th, right up there at the 9th fret. Okay, so you go 1, 2, and then see that. And so you take the flat, because that's part of the minor pentatonic. So let's go down. Let's listen to it. Just like in Stairway to Heaven. So that's, you know that sound of them. But so we go 5, 6, then we jump on the 7th, and we slide up. I was 6, 5, 6, born. And then a lot of the blues guys, they do a rake from that. Because to make a rake sound good, when you slide the rake, what is a rake? When you just go, and you just play, you've done all the notes. You just stop right before the note you're going to hit. Okay, now, so we're going to use that 7th to blow up to this B. See? Or you can take the 7th and bend it up. I was born, and then put your finger on the 7th. Okay, and just a little side thing. I'm going to turn and like a little body language thing. Okay, I'm going to put it on a full view, but I'm going to show you how I hold my body. So can you go to the wide, Gabriel, please? So basically, you want to have this shoulder. You kind of want to have it be at an angle, and this elbow, it's nice if it's the more it's in, and you kind of even see Stevie Ray Vaughan doing this stuff. Not that he's kind of one of the kings of all this stuff. But anyway, when your scapula is kind of like back, locked in place, kind of opens this up. And if you're singing, that'll be good for you anyway. I was born. And if you're like this, I was born. Born. Okay? Even that's way too high for me, but I can even get it out because this is open. I was born. And so we got to get this flat 7th. And so look at it. Okay, and then born, ba, 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 born, ba, ba, born, and then ba, 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 born, ba, ba, the river, born. Then you're on the 7th. And it sounds a little cooler and said, bye, bye, bye. So you take this flat 7th, you go into the 6th. Bye, bye, bye. I was born. Bye. And if you're playing it, you can have this nice bend. A lot of really cool bends. Go into the left-hand zoom for me, please, Gabe. So a lot of these cool bends. So here I am. And there's 5, 6. Now you start it, so I was like, whoops. And I'm going to slide up I'm on the 6. I'm going to go all the way, but I'm going to start in this flat 7s. Okay, so here I am at the root, and then I'm going to come down to this, the 8th fret, and I'm going to start. That's a real cool thing that Jeff Beck does. So he could. So you start off, you hit the note where it's been. And then you can take it instead of, you can go, so. Or, I was born by the river. Okay, so that's kind of like that's the saxophone player way, and we can finish the thing off. So I was, and so basically the principle behind this is that you use the closest pentatonic to make your. They're called in singing they're called melismas, but your riff is so it's like. Now I want to get up to this 8th. So what's the closest note? Whether it's pentatonic major or minor. So it's part of the minor pentatonic. It's a minor pentatonic 1 flat 3rd. Let's go to the left hand thing again. So it's like it's 1 flat 3rd, 4, 5 flat 7, 1, and then the major pentatonic is 1, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. So when I got this lick, I'm on the 6th, and I got to get up to the 8th. So the closest note is one, using either whatever's the closest to the note you need to get to. And so the closest note to this 8 is the flat 7. not this of the minor pentatonic. So, or now I got to get back to the sixth. So what's the closest note to the sixth? Well, it's the flat seventh. Okay. And then I'm gonna try to hook up my backing track thing again, so we can play along with this, and you can just see how cool this is. So what do I got to do to see? I got to unplug my phone. Rebels against this whole thing, but I think I got it going. Here we go. Oops, get back here, you. Files. Oh, crud. I was born by the river in a little tent, just like the river I've been running. Here it is. Come on, baby.
You have 9 minutes left, by the way.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now we're just going to do these cool little licks. Okay? And we're going to see how they sound. Okay. Now I'm just going to let this thing play, but I'm going to turn it off. So, okay, so then we got to the second part. I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long, 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 long. This is a lick, the best lick, I think. It's been a long, 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 a long time. This one, a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. So let's go. Okay, since it's been a long time coming. So let's go to the pentatonic scale, major. Okay, major B flat. So it's been a long. So you can start with long. So where is that at? So that's right here. So here's our B flat right there. You see it? And then we got 2. So 1, 2, 3. So, but you can bend it up to it. So you can go, so it's da. So 1. You can go bit. Okay? And then we got to go time. This is my favorite note. Time. It's been a long. All the way up to here. Long. All the way up to the third. Long. Long. And then this little half step. Long time. So what it does, it comes off this flat third. Time. coming, time coming. So it's been a long time, long time, long. Okay. Long time. And then you go all the way up to the third. A long time coming. So it's this note in the middle, this minor third. A long time coming. Now we can translate that. I'm going to put back the lick. But I know a change gone. So you just kind of, so now we're going to, I'll put it back on. Let's go. Come on, baby. You can do it. Okay. Now just turn it on here. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Now. Okay, well, we might have to go over just a little bit. So here's what we're going to do for next week. Did we get any questions, buddy? No. Okay, so next week we're going to move this all down, and we're going to move it down to E. So let's go to the E major pentatonic. And so that's the E pentatonic, and let's go to the E cage chords, or just the cage chords. And so we got this E thing right here. So now so next week we're not going to be in B flat anymore. So we're going to take a lick with the same kind of thing, and the lick's going to be, we're going to take the lick from Stevie Ray Vaughan's called Scuttle Button, which is, I'll do it really slow. Slower. So the lick is, so here we are. If we were up in B flat, remember what our B flat? So we got the fourth. So 4 to 5. And then up to let's go to the B flat major pentatonic real quick, buddy. So we're up here at the B5. Now, okay, see on the 7th fret or the 6th fret, we got your 1 and your 5. And so now now go to the minor, B flat minor. Same thing, the 4 and 5, the 1 and the 5. But now, you see that 1 flat third 4. So we're going to slide that 4 up to the 5. And then, so up to the 5. So what we're going to be doing it down in E, so it's a lot easier. But we're going 4, 5, 1, 5, and then we go up to the 1. But what's another way we can get to the 1? Here's the flat 7th. See that there, right there on the 9th fret? You can bend it up to, and then pull off, and then 5. Okay, so we're going to take that whole thing, and then we're going to go down. Let's go to the E major pentatonic. So what you're going to, but what's easier is you slide up to the, we got, now you're not see that 5, but you're not seeing the 4. You see the 3rd, but you're on the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and then you just go open, and then you slide up from the flat 7 to the E, open, and then pull off. So I'm going to do it really slow. This will be your homework for next week. 2, 3, 4, 1. So and remember what your notes are: 4, 5, 2 5s. But so you're sliding up just like the saxophone player, and sliding up from the flat 7 to the 1. And then you go down to this flat 7, and you pick it. You pick it. My fingers have got a lot of callus. And then you slide back from this 5th. Coming. Now we're going to go to the 2 chord. Wait, you do it first. So it's like 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2 chord, minor, 3 chord, minor, 4 chord, 5. And so you just learn your simple stuff, but you learn this stuff, and it's going to be able to build on it. So it's like 4 to 5, 5, and you can do it for all your keys. You're here, but it's a little bit hard. Up to A, and so we'll work on this some more next week. But this is your homework for this for next Tuesday. And do it with the metronome. So. So there you go. So put me back on the wide, and so we'll see you next Tuesday, and hope you enjoyed this. And don't forget, so that you can know where the thing is and find out when the classes are, get a reminder, sign up. It's free, and all you got to do is put your name in and the best email where you want to receive the link or the notification for the classes, and how to access the files for each class. Has a bunch of materials in them. Okay. Oh, and there's also the audio for the Sam Cooke song is in these files too. All right. Well, it's nice that you